Hey, get ready with me to go to Allie Ninfo's Glow Retreat here in downtown Dallas. So I got in yesterday and I swear to God I've never got sick from flying on a plane ever. Like I very rarely get motion sickness in the car, but that's literally it. And like I've never thrown up nor has it ever lasted more than a few minutes. Yesterday, I'm getting ready to curl my hair. That's what I'm doing here. So yesterday, what happened, the last 30 minutes of the flight were super turbulent, and that's generally also not a problem for me. It fucked me up. I was fighting for my fucking life. So crazy, because it's never happened. So I land, get to the airport, sit down for a minute. I'm like, okay, cool. It's starting to ease up. Get on the tram to go from Terminal E to Terminal A. Hits me harder than it did the first time. And I'm like standing on the tram because it's standing room only. And I'm leaning forward like this, trying to breathe through it, fighting for my fucking life on this tram for like what felt like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes of like shake, back and forth, quick stop, quick, acceleration, get off at the terminal I need to be in. And I'm like, okay, it's somewhat easing up. Sit down. Took me like half an hour roughly. Sit down, no screens, no nothing, just sit in the chair, not moving, not looking at anything, just breathing through it. It eventually started easing up, but then I had to go walk outside. It was probably like a 15-minute walk from the terminal that I was in, outside and around to the train station to take the train to downtown Dallas from the airport. That was a lot more tolerable though, because it was more like riding in a really slow like streetcar, and even when it stopped, it wasn't a big deal, nor when it accelerated. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna live through this, right? I'm gonna live, and I'll be fine. Get to my hotel. It's too early to check in. Hang out for a little bit. All was well, but I was able to like calm down. Well, once I got checked in, went and laid down, chilled out in bed, relaxed. Got out the iPad. And I was reading my book for a little bit, and it hit me again for no fucking reason. So I ended up going to bed early because I more than had it with yesterday. I don't know what happened yesterday. That was a lot. Well, actually I do. And that's kind of like the point of this video. So when we experience things like this, like nausea, vomiting, certain body aches, certain feelings in our body, it's actually what we can call a reflection. And it's like, it's our body telling us, I'm just going to wait a minute because I need to finish my train of thought before I lose it, God knows. It's actually like our body telling us that there is, an emotion to process, that there is something that we need to think about, something we may need to heal or shift or address so that we can, physically feel better. Especially if like you highly value like your body and how you feel and how you look and things like that. And like, I very highly value feeling good, feeling strong, feeling healthy, capable every day, and I work really hard to make that my reality. Oops, this phone keeps slipping. So I bought one of those suction cups that goes in the mirror that's MagSafe, and I haven't tried it yet, so whatevs. So emotions that need processing, right? And in the thick of it, it's like it's really hard for me to even think about like, okay, what is the emotional root cause? I need to shift this. I need to relax. No, I felt like I was just dying. I just felt like the life was leaving my body because it was so miserable and so intense, right? And I'll tell you, like, I'm here in Dallas and going to I call it a personal and spiritual development retreat. It's the Glow Retreat by Allie Ninfo, and it's very like self-image focused, very self-image healing focused, things that I think that we can all benefit from working on, from learning about ourselves, from really taking seriously in our lives, right? And I think that once you start working on your self-image, you start to see many different life areas start to improve over time. The more you work on it, the better it gets, right? That's how it's supposed to go. But anywho, so back to the emotional root cause part. So extreme nausea. I felt like the life was fucking leaving my body on and off yesterday. I felt like I was fighting for my life yesterday, and I'm not used to that at all. Also, I have never done anything like this. I have been doing a lot of personal inner development, spiritual healing, a lot of things over the past like roughly 7 to 8 years. And I've never experienced something so profound and so sickening physically. And that tells me that it is a level up. It is like, it's like your body has to purge what is no longer an energetic match for this next level that you are working on. Like when you are learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're healing your past trauma, strengthening your self-image and your belief in yourself. You're doing all of these things, but your physical body has to keep up, has to catch up to that. And sometimes your physical body has to purge. And that was essentially my way of purging. I legit was, not only was I've said it enough, I know, but not only was I fighting for my life yesterday with nausea, and that is an emotional root cause of holding on to the past, holding on to what we necessarily do not need to move forward in life. Not only that, I no joke, slept like probably 17 hours and woke up at like 7-ish this morning. So that was a major purge for me. The nausea, the feeling of like life leaving my body, of like fighting for my life. Like that was a major purge. And that is like, it's like this great reminder that we cannot hold on to the past and expect different. We cannot hold on to the things that are not, not helping us grow, helping us evolve. And the way I like to say it is that I cannot hold on to things that are not in alignment with and supportive of my deepest truth and authenticity. And my deepest truth and authenticity is that I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. It is that I am limitless, I'm capable, I'm strong, I'm healthy, I am ever growing, evolving, glowing up, all of the things, right? That is my deepest truth and authenticity that I look at for myself. I also consider my deepest truth and authenticity to be void of lack. I lack nothing. I literally lack nothing. And I'm not going to say, like, obviously I'm not like the richest person on the planet, not in the physical sense, but in terms of like perception and projection, perception being like, you have to be able to perceive how good your life is to really understand that you have a good life. So really, like, I cannot hold on to those old patterns, those old beliefs, thoughts, actions, words, none of those things, because now I'm moving forward. Like today is a new day. I'm moving forward. I'm going to be learning, growing, evolving, probably releasing as well. Allie does a lot of somatic exercises to help you release these things that are unhelpful. And I actually feel 10 times better today. But yesterday was a massive fucking purge. Like if you are in the thick of it, if you are like planning on or in the middle of learning something, like say reading a personal development book or a spiritual development book, or like going to like a spiritual retreat or learning meditation, any of these things, even Reiki. Like when I learned Reiki, like the struggle was real that weekend. I was sick as fuck. Mostly like extreme exhaustion, fatigue, but definitely not this nausea crap, because I've literally had it with this. I cannot deal with this anymore. Thank God that's over. But when you are going through like this process of growth and development, oftentimes like your physical body has to purge. Your physical body may take longer to catch up to your energetic, to your mental, to your spiritual. And sometimes this lag in catching up is like this purge. Like you need to get rid of this energy, and you need this reminder that you cannot hold on to these things that are not helping you grow and go to where your soul is ultimately on its way to. Like your soul is not here to like sit and play video games or like work at the same job, retire and die. Like your soul is here for like an actual like fun journey, but you also have to like get your human self on board with that. And we have to let go of this shit that's not helping us, and like, evaluate what it is that you don't need in your life so that you can continue to grow and level up and all the good things, become the person, become the soul that you are here to be, versus holding on to the past and expecting shit to change. So this was like a wonderful example of, wow, I mentally, obviously I didn't even have it in me to like bust out my journal yesterday or like meditate. I was just dying yesterday. But it was an excellent opportunity to say like, okay, so like what old patterns, what old thoughts, ideas, habits am I holding on to that cannot come with me to this next level? Because tomorrow I'm going to be learning things that, may be new to me, or learning to think a little bit differently about myself and about the world that I live in. So it's an awesome reminder. Let go of these things, because they are not going to help you get to this next level of who you truly are. And I don't even look at it as like becoming versus unbecoming. I look at it as who we truly are as souls having a human experience. I love you. Make sure you tune in later for more.